6:35 now. Thousands of dollars in damage after a massive windstorm hit Angleton back in March, and one homeowner who is blind had live power lines lying all over her house, desperately in need of some help.
Yeah, so she called KPRC2's Bill Spencer and his Spencer Solves It team, who worked for months to help solve this problem. Bill's joining us now with the great news. Bill, this was a potentially deadly situation.
Yeah, it really was. I'm not exaggerating in any way on this. It was really dangerous, Owen and Sophia, because the storm didn't just knock out Tanika Sasser's power. It fried almost the entire wiring system in her home, destroyed the huge power box that feeds the electricity to her house. There were dangerous exposed wires and hazards all over that house, so much so that she couldn't live there anymore and was literally homeless.
It came in an instant with pounding rain. Straight-line winds clocked at more than 65 miles an hour, ripping buildings apart, uprooting trees, and tearing the roofs completely off homes. The powerful storm that rocked Angleton last March shook the entire city. But for Tanika Sasser, who is legally blind, it was especially frightening because she couldn't even see what was happening. She could only listen to what sounded like the end of the world.
Ooh, is the Lord coming back? Like, what is this? Because it was something I've never experienced before.
Is the Lord coming back?
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
You thought it was rapture?
Yeah, I thought it was rapture.
It was that bad?
It was that bad.
In Tanika's backyard, the powerful winds brought a huge 100-year-old tree crashing down. The tree tearing the electrical lines completely away from her house and at the same time destroying the expensive electrical box that feeds power to her entire home, instantly leaving Tanika with no lights, no AC, and no way for her to remain living there.
Homeless. I didn't have, I didn't know what I was going to do.
So ultimately, after the storm rampaged through Angleton, it damaged the overhead, not just her panel box, but it damaged the overhead lines. So she had live wires hanging on her house.
But the crushing news for Tanika was the total repair costs to replace that electrical power box, rewire much of the home, and fix deadly dangerous electrical outlets. $20,000. Living on assistance and with absolutely no way to pay that bill, Tanika contacted Pam Goodson with the Coalition for Barrier-Free Living, and Pam contacted the Spencer Solves It team.
She was just horrified because she didn't know how she was going to get back into her home. And tell you the truth, I didn't either.
I want to tell you one thing, Tanika. I am going to help you. We're going to make this happen.
Now, working with the electrical pros at Abacus Plumbing, Air Conditioning, and Electrical, we're going to totally rebuild the electrical system inside Tanika's home. Up on the roof, we're reconnecting the main electrical lines from the power provider to Tanika's home and fixing dangerous, damaged electrical outlets where Tanika could have been electrocuted.
So she doesn't have any smoke detectors at all. She never had any smoke detectors at all.
And finally, we're installing brand new smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors all over her home.
We wanted her to be 100% safe, so we ripped out everything. It was about 2 days worth of work just with a 4-man crew just to get it up to safety standards.
And in the end, thanks to Abacus doing all of this work for free, Tanika can now rest easy, knowing her home is completely repowered and safe.
Really, really thankful, truly thankful. I just can't thank the Lord enough. I can't thank you all enough. I'm just really grateful.
She's really a sweet person. And yes, Tanika is back in her home again. She and all 4 of her dogs are doing just great. And I just want to send out my most sincere thanks to Cody LaRue and Jessica Russell and everybody from Abacus Plumbing, AC, Electrical. They work so hard on this, I'm telling you, outside, inside, on top of the roof, inside the attic where the temperature was about 140 degrees. You can imagine in an attic in this sweltering hot heat, it was ridiculous. You folks are absolutely amazing. I helped shoot part of this story, and I'm telling you, just shooting it, I was up on the roof and I was sweating my guts out. So
not easy work.
Well, you are. I mean, look at these temperatures, man. Yeah. It is crazy out there, and these guys are climbing through an attic, okay, and sitting on a roof, which is basically like sitting in top of a frying pan, basically.
For sure. It's like being in an oven, no doubt about it.
It's like being in an oven.
And this is no patch job. That's a pro job. It looks like they did the entire house, rewired. It's like a fresh electrical job. Yeah. It is safe now. It is working. Yeah. That is incredible.
Yeah, and on top of that, they're giving giving her a lifetime warranty, so anything goes wrong with any of her electrical system for the lifetime of that house, she's covered. So it's good stuff.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Abacus.
Yeah, and thanks to the community partner, right? That group that reached out to you.
Yeah. In this case, it was really the community group that reached out to me. Tanika really was depending on them, and then they contacted me.
Yeah.
So,
And the help comes from
They know
who knows
that
where the next
Spencer
angel
solves
comes
it.
from.
Going to
That's
solve
right.
it.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you, Bill.
Thank you.